A great first half, a power game took the match away from you second half.
Yeah, I think we did some good stuff in the first half. I don't think we really got to fire any shots in the second half, and I think Bath were really good at strangling us, to be fair to them. But the opportunities we did have, we weren't accurate enough, and we did have some opportunities, but I think probably we didn't quite get in the right positions within our system, and I think that's something we need to be better at. We work really hard. The way we play, you have to work really hard to play that way. It's not by luck or flinging the ball around, and we didn't quite get in the right spots at some crucial time and miss some opportunities. So bit of work to do.
Nothing in it at half time, two vastly different playing styles, fantastic game. I mean, as a director of rugby, when you're watching that, can you see that, oh, this is a great game? Can you not just say that?
No, I mean, look, you try and enjoy the game as it goes along. I think obviously it's not that enjoyable when things go against you, and it's a bit more enjoyable when things go against you, but go for you, sorry. But no, I was proud of the boys. I think they worked hard. They threw it all out there. I think in the first half we were probably a little bit more clinical in the right spots. I think second half we got very few opportunities, and I do think we can do better with the opportunities we had, and I think that's our challenge next week and the week after, and going forward is, we work really hard to create moments. You've got to take those moments when they're there.
It seemed that you couldn't quite stop the go forward of their general driving play in the second half, and then the team going forward seemed to get the rub of the green or all the calls the way the match progressed.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think they played a good power game today, and I do think we talked about that at half time. We didn't feel we quite met that defensively like we have done prior to having this break, so we needed to liven up a little bit there. But their power game was very good, and it's the nature of the beast. Once the tide turns against you, you tend to get the rub of the green, and no point moaning about that. That's the nature of the beast. So yeah, I think second half was frustrating. More because every time we tend to get a foothold in the game, we got pulled back for something, or something went wrong. And look, we'd done our homework. We knew that was probably the way things would go today. But I think we were pretty confident coming into the game, and I think if we'd delivered a little bit of what we did in the first half in the second, we could have pushed them right to a wire.
You talk about that break, the break in the season. It was a long break in the season, and Gloucester started and played this first half as if we only played last week. Does that make a difference to momentum? Because concentration is, it's a habit, isn't it? And if you haven't done it for a while, to be able to do it again in the second half, that's a difficulty.
Yeah, I think we look more like we had a break in the second half, to be honest. That's the sort of frustrating reality of it. I think we worked really hard in this break. There was a week off within the 7 weeks for the boys, but the rest of it they were training really hard. We got to be careful with our squad. We got to manage our squad. So we didn't play any games with most of the lads who played here. A few played in Prem Cup. Obviously, Tommy and Max were away on international. But I thought the boys came in running. We were confident we'd trained hard enough to do that. And like you say, first half we looked like we had. Second half we looked rusty, which again, we're pretty clear on where we've gone wrong in the second half already. So
you've got a busy week. What's today? Sunday, so it's next Saturday. Bristol at home. I mean, that's a game that any fans are going to be looking forward to now. Styles of play. You say Gloucester are going to play the same style of play. It's going to be some battle at Kingsholm, isn't it?
Well, look, we had a pretty epic match with them at the start of the season, and obviously they scored a lot of tries yesterday, and they say we had a good first half here. So yeah, look, I think I think Bristol Gloucester games are always pretty exciting, to be honest. So like you say, we've got to get ready for that now and learn our mistakes and pick up the bits we can from this one, and then get ready for them.
George, thanks very much for your time. We enjoyed the first half.
Thanks a lot.